Here we are on beautiful Jones Street.
You saw Ted Jones.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Vivi Armacost. What else can I say?
Yes, that's it.
Yay!
I gave her the water. She was sketched out by the water. But I think it's the straw.
Yeah, it's because I kind of assumed it was going to be a water bottle when you said you were getting me a water.
They didn't have any water bottles upstairs.
Okay.
So I apologize. Vivi
That's fine.
Armacost, what's up? Good to see ya. Thanks for coming on the pod. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover.
I'm super excited.
First thing, I mean, I don't know how involved you are or how much you care. Indiana University football. Whoa!
Oh, I care.
Whoa!
I love it. I went to the Rose Bowl.
Where's that?
In
LA?
California, LA, for New Year's Eve, and we won, obviously, probably because I was there, honestly.
Oh,
But
you were, you just went to it?
yeah, I just went to it.
When was that?
LA on January 1st.
Is that why you look tan?
You know I faked tan, and you know it.
I had
Actually,
to
funny
say
story,
it.
very funny. So I have a spray tan membership, and I bought 2 years of the spray tan membership because they were having a buy one get one free deal, and I bought 1 year and I got a second year free. But
Wait, but how many spray tans do you get?
unlimited. It was such a good deal.
But like, it's buy 1 year, get 1 year free.
Yeah,
sounds
I bought
like a
it
good deal.
on Black Friday, but I went and got one yesterday, and I forgot to turn around, so I only
Like
have
the Friends
front.
episode.
Is that a Friends episode?
You never saw that? Ross
No.
goes and like he wanted to get a 2 on both sides.
Yeah.
But there were 2 nozzles on the both sides, so he didn't know when to turn.
Yeah.
So he got a 2, and he was like, "Wait, what? Do I go over here?" And then he got the 4 on that. So he ended up just getting an 8.
Yeah,
on
that's
this
what I
side.
did. I did that, and I'm really tan right now, and on my arm, you can probably see it's just white on the other side, and I disassociate in there because I go so often because I have 2 years for free, obviously.
Well, how often would you say that you would theoretically need to go?
Once a week.
Okay, but like, why
But
would
I could
anyone
go
go?
too.
Why would anyone go more than once though? Like, why would you need unlimited? Just because it was a good deal.
It's a good deal.
It's like Sugar and Bronze.
It's like the same. No, it's this
No,
random
yeah.
place in Union Square,
That's great.
beach bum tanning.
Okay, well, it does look real. I will say.
Oh, thank you.
Do I look a little bit tan? I was
You're-
in Miami a few weeks ago. so
Really? You're naturally tan.
I think so, but it's like I need to go back to Miami here and there. And it's funny how like ladies will prepare for the sun. Like they'll prepare and get tan before the tan.
I've done that, but what I will say about the spray tanning is I don't have any sun damage, but I look tan. It just like kind of looks like shit
That's
sometimes.
true.
I
No,
will say.
well, it looks good now.
Thank you.
Okay, but Indiana football.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You guys are so good. You guys might even win the national championship. And I think that
We will.
quarterback, he's such a charming guy.
Mendoza?
So cute. Yeah.
I love him.
Whatever his first name is, I forget it. But yeah, he seems like a charming guy.
All glory to God.
Yeah, I was going to say, always praising God, which sometimes I feel like if people, I think it's not getting as bad of a rap as it did years ago. Because like now most people will praise God.
What? Being Christian?
No, just saying like, I want to thank God. And then because I feel like people have been doing it for forever. But now I think it's just become so mainstream that people are like, all right, it's okay. You can thank Jesus, thank God.
I want him to take a breath before he does any interview because he's going at such a fast pace. I
like
can't
so
really
pumped.
understand it all.
Yeah,
but I
he's
just
like
know it's
so
gonna be
positive.
It's gonna be God, family, Indiana football, brother, and that's it. So it's
Right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And you were in a sorority at Indiana?
I was, yeah. I had a really crazy rush experience. I joined a sorority that, in my opinion, was bad. Then I dropped out of it. Then I went 1 year after that, rushed again, didn't get any houses, dropped out, then got a random bid to a good sorority that was my favorite.
Why did you not get into other sororities?
I would say my social skills aren't that great.
Really?
So in those stressful environments where
Yeah.
they're asking you a bunch of questions, it's
Right.
scary.
You have to study.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't do a great job. I said really weird stuff in the rush things, and I just never got along with anyone.
But the first one, what you just dropped out because you didn't like it?
I just didn't like it. I was just kind of being can I cuss? Or no?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I was just kind of being an asshole, and I just thought I could be in a better one. Well, my sorority I was originally in actually didn't take people that year because they got kicked off for a year.
Why were they hazing?
It's
What do
speculative.
girls? Right, sure.
It's speculative.
What do girls even do when they haze? Like, because guys
it never
have
happened to me. So
Right. I'm just saying. What would girls do? So guys do the elephant walk. You know what the elephant walk is?
So the one sorority at my school got exposed. I do know what it is. I'm sorry, I missed it. I know that, and I know that they've done really bad
Well,
stuff.
for those of you who don't know, why don't you explain what the elephant walk
It's where you hold the man's
Wiener.
penis behind you and you go on a walk.
Right, but don't you put your thumb in his butt too?
Oh, yes.
That's a
Sorry. I
crucial
forgot
part.
that's how it all connected. Well, they do a bunch of stuff. I obviously dated a bunch of like guys in frats, and they would make them get on their knees on bottle caps, and then they would drop them off in a random part of the woods with a handle, and they would have to finish it and find their way back to campus. And that's like pretty chill, I would say, of the hazing I've heard of.
But anyway, what would they do in a sorority? Sorry.
Well, this is public information. It's the Indiana Kappa, who's still there. So it was kind of unfair that we got kicked off. They made all their made all of their pledges get in their bras and underwear. And then I think that they said that they had to do blow or blow, but then they didn't actually make them do it. They just want to see which one they would choose. And then one girl came forward and was like, this is what they did.
Did they have a guy though there that they were like, you have to blow
It's all
this
fake.
Okay.
They're not actually going to make you do it.
Right. They just want to see like which one you prefer.
Yeah. And I don't want to get in trouble with my sorority. The rumor of what they had us do before mine got kicked off was that they would say the frat from across the street's going to come over and tap you on the shoulder while you're in your underwear if you're hot. And then they would get these people to come in, march all around you, and then leave, and no one would tap anyone. And so everyone thought they were ugly.
Oh, man.
And it wouldn't actually be the frat. It would be girls or whatever.
Right. You couldn't really tell by, I guess, the fingerprint.
That's a rumor, though. It didn't happen.
Yeah, right. It didn't happen. But yeah, I think like hazing in sororities and fraternities, I mean, it goes back to the beginning of time. And it seems like people are organizations or society in general is always trying to been taming it, and it's just never been tamed. It's just always been an issue.
So I also was in a business frat, and I wouldn't say they hazed us, but it was very emotional hazing, and it made us a lot closer, and those are like my best friends. So there is a good part of it.
Where they were like, do the spreadsheet like now.
Kinda. It was really intense business stuff.
Like what?
We would have, okay, so this is crazy. I was obviously a freshman. I was 18 years old when I joined it. So I was very nervous, public speaking in general, or like interviewing in general. And we had to go through this really, really intense interview halfway through our pledgeship. And it was 5 people across from us all at the school, and they were just asking you questions about
they were in your frat.
They were in my frat. They were just real members of it. And they were blank. They weren't even being mean. They just like weren't smiling, and they were being very intense. And I sweat through my entire shirt. I had to throw away the shirt. And it was really intense, but it made my interview skills so much better. And now I'm able to speak normally, I would say. Or I will never have an interview for a job that's as hard as that one.
Do you think you're more comfortable on stage than off stage then, if you say you have awkward social skills?
Ooh, I would say I'm only okay at.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're good at both.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it's interesting also. Like there are a lot of comedians that like you try and talk to them in a social situation, and then you put them on stage. It's kind of just a different thing. Or people are able to say whatever they want on stage, obviously, and then they get off stage and it's like, all right, well, this is a private conversation. I don't want to say what I would say on stage, Honestly, starting to do stand-up like in the past year just made me so much better at speaking in front of people. Even at work now I see it. I'm like, I'm way better at kind of just making stuff up as I go. Yeah. Or just like improving and doing whatever you got to do.
Exactly.
When did you move to New York?
3 years ago, I think. 3.5.
And you grew up in Indiana.
So the first day I grew up in Indiana. I never traveled to New York. The first day I ever came here was the first day I lived here for my internship in New York. So I literally drove here, got out, and then started living here. Crazy.
And you love New York or what?
I love New York. It's like the coolest place ever. I'm so happy. I could never imagine going back to Indiana. It's so boring, except for IU, obviously. But Indiana itself is so boring.
What was it like growing up in Indiana?
It was... it's just like suburban town. I'm from Indianapolis, so I'm not like from the cornfields, I will say, but it was just kind of boring. Everyone started drinking and doing stuff like at 14 years old, obviously, because what else is there to do? Nothing else.
Were you at the point where you guys were taking Ubers, or were kids were drunk?
Uber didn't exist until like senior year, and we didn't really use it. I had no money, so I was like, I don't know, not Ubering.
Yeah, I would think, like, when I tell people that I grew up in New York City, I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I grew up on 18th Street and 2nd Avenue.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So growing up in New York City, obviously you start things at a way younger age, and people would think like, oh, isn't it dangerous? Aren't your parents like worried about you, concerned? But I think like you would mature because you have to figure out how to do things and get places without your parents always being around. But then growing up in the suburbs, you're somewhere and then you have to figure out how to get back, and there's no real way to do that without potentially being drunk. The
craziest thing is I think drinking and driving is, even now with Uber, is so much more normalized in like Indiana, which is kind of weird because Uber is such a thing. But like back then, I think my dad's gonna kill me, but I think my dad has like 5 DUIs. But
like he's been alive for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a really long time. But I mean, it's true. Like people just drink a lot, and that's what kids would get in trouble for all the time. And I think I called a taxi like one time in Indiana, and it was probably really scary.
I've seen a few Waymos, like the self-driving cars around the city. And then also in LA, apparently they're really ramping up and things like that. A little spooky to see somebody not behind the wheel. But like, I feel like that could be the safest way to get around, assuming that they know actually how to drive.
I agree. I think people just don't want to spend a bunch of money, but that's the one thing about Indiana. Everything's actually so cheap. So in college, we would have $1 Wednesdays and all the drinks were $1. Then it would be $2 Tuesday, then $2 Thursday. And then I think like, I don't know, on the weekends it'd be kind of expensive, but.
At UConn, we had a thing called Nickel Night. So it was 4 drinks for $1.
Whoa.
So when we were underage, we'd stand at the bar from like 6 p.m. That's as soon as when it started. Like all of us would put down $1 at a time. By the time it was like 6:30, you'd be wasted because you've had 4 Long Island iced teas with like 3 of your other friends.
So we had this thing in college called a water long, and it's a Long Island iced tea, but there's water in it and it tastes like water. But
oh my God, that's terrible.
There's 600 calories each, I think. And I got so fat in college just because of that.
Because of the water longs.
Because of the water longs, and you don't know, and they hit you all at once. 'Cause if you have 2, I was out.
Yeah, that's like 4 Loko. If you have like any more than 1, you're dead.
It was
Not
insane.
Dead, but extremely wasted.
But you can taste a 4 Loko in a water long. You can't taste.
Oh yeah, 4 Lokos was. 4 Lokos probably were before your time.
Wait, I was gonna ask you. Oh wait, no, I drink 4 Lokos all the time.
Yeah, but not with the caffeine. What were you gonna ask me?
Wait, okay. I was curious because in Indiana we didn't go to bars underage, but you guys went to bars underage.
Well, I went to I went to UConn, and like that's when it was super easy to get into the campus bar. Was like if you got there right at 6 as it opened. Like so after tennis practice would be done at 5:30. We'd sprint back to the dorm, shower, and then be online by 6 p.m. And that's when it was like easiest to get into the bar right away. Because I think like the bouncers were more chill at that particular time because there weren't that many people in there, and like fire code issues and things like that.
Did you play tennis in college?
I did.
I played lacrosse, but club.
Really?
But club.
Okay, well that counts. Indiana probably had a good club team.
It was pretty good.
UConn women's lacrosse was solid. They were okay.
It was a fun few months, but then COVID hit like when I was in college, and I just never went back to it.
I'm trying to think if. Yeah, I think like the tennis team and women's lacrosse team like commingled a little bit. Like we had the same gym hours and whatever.
Yeah, we were friends with the guys lacrosse team, like, and we would do parties and stuff. That's kind of why I wanted to join the lacrosse team, because it was fun.
And they were like hot lacrosse guys.
I don't know if they were that hot, but there was some cuties. There were some cuties.
Right.
It's no Fernando Mendoza's all over
well,
campus.
they call the hair in lacrosse lettuce. Like they have.
Oh, I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that now, but I didn't know that before.
Yeah, that's what the lacrosse guys called it. There was no. It was surprising that there was no lacrosse team at UConn, because like that's such a Northeast is such a lacrosse bound type of place. But we only had a club lacrosse team. That
is really weird. So in Indiana, there's I played in high school, obviously, and I went to a public school, so ours was really bad because all the good lacrosse teams in Indiana went to private schools, and they would just like beat us over and over. Then we would only be able to beat one team in all of Indiana. And I got to college and I met like one of my best friends, and she was like, I started our lacrosse team at my high school. And I was like, what team? And she's like, it was that team. The only one we could beat every single year. And I was
starting a lacrosse team as a student is probably not the best sign.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's funny. So growing up in Indiana and then moving to New York City, what were the culture shocks when you first got here? Besides the obvious, like, you know, people every 5 feet in New York City.
So I loved it when I lived here for 3 months. COVID had just ended. I was interning in New York, and it was the best time of my life because I had a job that was like paying me the most money I've ever made in my life, and I was actually just going insane living in the NYU dorms. And the craziest thing is, it was the summer, no one came to their internship, so I had a 5-person dorm all to myself. And at NYU dorm, I could see the Empire State Building. Like,
Is it close to here or no?
It was in Tribeca, like in between Chinatown and Tribeca. Best location ever. I had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, laundry on the floor. I'll never get like that nice an apartment ever again. But then when I moved to New York for full time, I kind of hated it because I felt like everyone was super douchey, and I don't know what it was. So my best friend I lived with, I lived with a couple in a 1-bedroom apartment when we first moved here because we had like no money. And she's an influencer. She is. And I feel like we would go to events and everyone there would actually be the worst person ever. And so then I was kind of just like sad. I didn't really like New York. And then when we started getting more friends outside of that, I really liked it. But then I actually started to get into comedy because I wanted to be an influencer first, and I was bad at it. And so then I started posting funny videos, and I was like, this is what I like to do.
And then when did you start doing stand-up?
Like a year ago. You were at my first ever stand-up show here. Or first time I ever did stand-up.
I vaguely remember that.
First time I ever did.
When you did an open mic.
It was you and Jimmy was there.
My God, that's
and
so funny.
Dan or something. And it was really fun. I had a good time. And I brought my friend from work to come see me because I was really nervous. And honestly, my set was low-key really good, and I still reuse some of that. I still reuse some of the jokes. And I'm like, how did I think of that like right off the bat? But whatever.
That's great. You're starting young.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that. I mean, I'm 25.
Okay, but that's young.
That's like max age for you, I feel. I'm kidding. I don't actually know.
Cut that part. I'm joking. We can keep that part in, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, it depends. It depends on the person, you know? I'm not an ageist. No, but I feel like starting at 25 is the perfect age. Like, I, for the most part, started at like 26, 27.
Oh, nice.
You know? Yeah.
I feel like well, last year was my New Year's resolution to start. Wait, were you making a joke?
When?
Whatever.
No, I thought were making a joke when you said 25 is the max age for me.
Okay, whatever. But so last year for my New Year's resolution, I was like, I have to do stand-up every day because I wanted to get into it. And I came here all the time. And I really didn't, my first set was really good, and I didn't know that like what bombing felt like. And then I did it, and I was like, I can never do this again. Like, I hate bombing, especially at open mics. Like, I obviously didn't have any real shows for a long time. And then I just kept going. And I don't know, it ended up working out, or I'm doing it now.
And then you had some good shows, you had some not good shows. That's just swinging things around you, or everywhere.
It is.
Everywhere, obviously, yeah.
And I'm trying to get back on my grind because I would write like every single day to go to open mics, and then I just stopped halfway through the year, and I didn't think of anything else, and we're back.
Well, you're doing a lot of stuff. I see that your TikTok's doing really well, correct?
I love my TikTok, yeah, but I really struggled to grow followers count randomly. But my likes I have a lot of engagement, which is, I guess, if I was to have to pick one, it's that, but it's a little annoying.
Would you say that that's your go-to platform? Like, that's your favorite platform?
Yeah, if TikTok went away, I don't even know how I would make the videos because I edit them all in TikTok. I don't use CapCut or anything. And I post them on Instagram too, but I love TikTok.
Well, that was, when was it supposed to, it was supposed to, I guess, shut down like a year ago, right?
Yeah, it did. And for 12 hours.
Yeah, less than 24 hours. And everybody was freaking out. And I think like it's just too big to fail. You know, when things just get so, like everybody in the entire world uses it, there's no way that it would actually shut down.
Okay, so this is going back to our old conversation, but can I tell you something funny about Too Big to Fail?
Tell me.
Okay, so
Isn't that a book? But go ahead.
I don't actually know.
I think it is.
We had this party at our business school at IU called Too Big to Fail, and
that's what Mark Cuban went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did he graduate? I don't actually know, but yeah, he went to IU. We would have this Too Big to Fail party where we'd invite all the business frats, all the clubs, like all the nerdy organizations, the student government, and it was too big to fail. So if it ever got caught, it would be too many people or too many clubs. And we had this one house that was kind of like a frat house off campus, and these would just be the craziest parties ever. And I think I only went to one because it ended when I was a freshman. But
what was the craziest story from that party house?
The stories are inappropriate. Can I say them?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay.
Up to you. Tell us.
Well, I'm trying to think about, like, I don't know. We would have the frats and sororities get kicked off like all the time. One time this frat hired a stripper and then made a pledge, like, go down on her, and then recorded it, and then it just spread around, and they kicked the frat off, obviously.
What about the kid?
I think he was fine.
He was good?
Yeah. He did a great job. It was great advertisement.
Yeah, he did a great job doing what he was doing.
Capitalized off that a little bit if you think about that. To fame.
Oh, right. Like
Kim Kardashian.
The sponsorship deal?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The Swiffer girl. Well, you know, the most famous guy from my high school is Jared from Subway.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the name of your high school?
North Central High School.
Oh, okay.
Except the girl who was in the new movie with Leonardo DiCaprio also went to my high school. So now she might be. The daughter? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Chase Infinity. We were in the same drama.
That's a wild name.
So she always had it set up for her being named Chase Infinity, I feel.
That's one of the crazy. That's really her name?
Yeah. She's really nice too, but we were in the same drama 1 class together. Could have been me if I kept going.
It could still be you.
It could still be me.
Right.
True. I saw her last night at the Golden Globes and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Nikki Glaser was killing it last night.
I love her.
She really looked good too.
Oh yeah. She's beautiful.
Her fits. Yeah, she looks great. What was I about to talk about before the Swiffer girl thing?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I forget what I was talking about now.
New York, like moving to New York and the culture shock.
Yeah, give us some more.
Okay, I'm trying to think. It is genuinely just really weird that most people I know from home are pregnant and having babies, and it's the opposite here. Like, I could not imagine that here. But like, if you're 25 in Indianapolis, I would say most of my friends I went to middle school with have babies or are pregnant or married.
And are you going back home for like a lot of weddings? Or are you not that close with people?
Ooh, I have 5 like best friends, but 2 are lesbians in the Pacific Northwest, so they're not gonna get engaged anytime soon. And then the 2
they're together though.
No, separate. Sorry.
Oh.
Separately lesbians. Just didn't have anything to do with it, I guess. But 2 friends who are engaged in Indianapolis, and one's pregnant. So I'm going back in September for her wedding. And then I don't know when the other ones is.
Yeah, I've never really had a string of a lot of weddings in one year. Like, I've probably had 2 or 3 a year because my friends from college have gotten married, but also like not really having a serious girlfriend in the last 3 or 4 years. I've just like not really been dragged to any, which I'd say is kind of nice.
That is kind of nice. I've only been to 1 wedding, and it was an
really. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're young.
I'm young. But I'm young. But it was really cool. It was my old boss's wedding, and it was like an Indian wedding, and it was awesome. But yeah, my next one that I'll really be going to is my friend in Indiana.
I thought you were going to say your wedding.
Oh, hopefully not.
It was yours. Why? You don't want to go to your own wedding?
Well, actually, so I don't want to have a wedding, really. Probably, I don't really want to pay for it. Okay. But I would love to get eloped in Vegas.
What's the deal? What's the difference between being eloped and getting married?
The difference is like $100,000.
But what? It's a license thing or what?
Well, just having the wedding with a bunch of people.
Oh, so eloped is just like going and getting the certificate.
Yeah. I have it all planned out in my head. Like, I do want to maybe have a party, but weddings are like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I even if I was loaded, I honestly can't imagine it. I don't have a dream like wedding in my mind.
You want to go to Vegas?
Okay, yeah.
What you just said?
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be cool vibes. I have like a lot of Pinterest things saved on it. So.
Yeah, I mean, in today's society, it's not really. People don't really. I feel like it's not as forced to get a wedding. To have a wedding, rather. Also,
have you ever seen like wedding TikToks and stuff?
Sure.
Like, or just their culture on the internet is insane. Wedding culture is insane, and this is such a mean opinion, but I just feel like some people's wedding is like the only good thing that's like happening to them, and so it has to be the biggest thing in the world.
Get a lot of clips from it.
From people's whole. I mean, make your account on whatever you want, but like people's whole thing is them getting married.
Yeah.
Well, I will also say though, I'm sure they can make a bunch of money on brand deals around the wedding, like so, because it's the most expensive thing in the world. Like, I am such an anti-wedding person.
I've definitely seen influencers like capitalize it, like this dress, maybe have a website where all of the bridesmaids can buy this particular dress and then get a discount code or something like that. Yeah. I don't want to mention her name. I should probably bleep it out, but I've
sorry.
seen that. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I like know people who know her who have done things like that. So
I mean,
I
get
guess
your bag.
get your bag, girl.
Get your bag. I always be linking. So who am I to judge?
You ever use Snapchat?
No, I'm not. But I see you on Snapchat. I was gonna DM you and ask. How do you like it?
I mean, it's great. I feel like.
Why do you have a water bottle?
Well, it's a seltzer. I didn't know if you wanted a seltzer. That's why I asked if you were a water person.
No, it sketches me out that mine's an open. Right. Okay, just
the
sorry.
straw and the beer cup too.
Yeah.
It looks like a water log.
Do you post just what you do every day, or you vlog your life?
I kind of vlog my life.
I kind of would love that, because when I post those on TikTok, they just don't do well, and it takes so long to edit. But if you just did little video clips throughout the day,
that's perfect for Snapchat. Yeah, it's just vlogging your life. Do a lot of your friends from home still use it?
Like, kind of. We just have sometimes I'll go on Snapchat and I'll have so many photos to open and stuff. Yeah. Maybe my friends from home and then my college group chat uses it randomly. I'll have so many random group chats on Snapchat of just people I do not talk to anymore.
How does it? I don't know if I've ever had a group chat on Snapchat, or at least recently I have not.
It's the best, Loki. You just send random pictures. But when I would so I don't drink anymore, but when I would get super drunk in college, I would send photos to these random group chats, and you can never do anything about it. And I would just wake up and there'd be like 3 sent photos.
When did you stop drinking?
Last year, when I started stand-up, because I just couldn't do both. Well, I ran the marathon.
Yes, talk about that. And also the special marathon that you ran.
Ultra. Okay, so I ran the New York City Marathon, and I just stopped drinking like 2 months before because I would need to get up, and
this is 2004, 2005?
Wait.
I mean, 2024, 2025.
I was a baby, man. I was a baby.
2025, you ran the marathon? Or 24?
Yeah, 24. 24. I ran the marathon, stopped drinking for 2. I mean, I don't know. I just ran it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not like my whole personality is running the marathon, girl. I'm such a hater, but I don't. It was just something I did. And stopped drinking, felt so good. And low-key got kind of skinny before the marathon. I was like, okay. And I drank up until the new year, and I was like, I'm so done with this. Like, I spend so much money on it, and I couldn't balance.
Especially in New York. So
much money in New York. I mean, a mocktail or an A beer isn't that much better, but it was so dumb. I would either push it way too far, or I was like, what am I even doing? And then I couldn't balance having a full-time job and then doing stand-up and then doing TikTok with drinking, because my sleep would be terrible. So I stopped drinking. The ultra marathon. So I ran the Taco Bell Ultra Marathon, and it was a marathon to 10 different Taco Bells in Denver. And then we stopped you had to get something from 9 out of the 10 Taco Bells. I got something from all 10 because I was really hungry, honestly. And then you had to get specific things. I don't remember all the rules.
Wait, how long is 50K in American terms?
32 miles.
Oh my gosh.
A little over.
I remember you told me you were running the Taco Bell Ultra Marathon, and I had no idea what that actually was.
Did you think I was joking? Because people thought it was a joke.
I didn't even know like what it entailed. I thought you were just running from like it was the sponsor of it.
We ran to 10 different Taco Bells. To be fair, it takes all day. It wasn't like the marathon where I was trying to get like 4:30 or under 4 or something. It took literally all day because you had to wait in lines at the Taco Bells, and then you had to eat. You had
to wait for all the people who were running the race at the line at Taco Bell, or just people who were there regularly?
I'm sure it was really scary for people who frequent Taco Bell, but there was like 500 people running the race, so it was hard to order. And now, do you have like a free year of Taco Bell? You get one free, or what's the deal? I wish Taco Bell sponsor
on the brand deal. Wait, that's crazy. Did you have to pay for the Taco Bells on the?
Yeah.
While you were running the race, you had to pay for each separate Taco Bell?
It wasn't that much.
Yeah, but they didn't like cover it for the people who were running it?
But you didn't pay anything for the race. This is just a bunch of people being like, let's run a race around all these 10 Taco Bells in Denver. It is not super well organized. It only really, I feel like it blew up because I made videos about it this year, and not to hype myself up. But then I got that article in the New York Post where they called me an idiot, a special kind of idiot. Did you see that?
No, rude.
Honestly, it was funny. But I guess the other guy who they interviewed called himself a special kind of idiot because that's what they call runners or people who run marathons.
I've never heard that phrase.
So I had not either. And when I opened up the New York Post article to see a picture of myself, it said, meet the special kind of idiot running the Taco Bell Ultra Marathon. And it was a picture of me.
So 32 miles, 10 different Taco Bell meals. How long did it take you?
It took me like 8 hours because you have to stop at all of the Taco Bells for like 30 minutes. So like 8 hours. And we sat down and enjoyed our Taco Bell every time.
Would you ever run a traditional ultra marathon?
Totally. I think I'm going to do
100?
Oh, no. Never. Honestly.
Maybe.
No, I'm so not into that. Sorry. I would want to do an Ironman.
Oh, wow.
So it's a crazy story. I lived in Hawaii for a summer from an ad on the internet. I was a maid at this guy's house and he ran a bunch of Ironmans. And so he was away in Europe doing Ironmans and I was the maid at his Airbnb while he was gone. And that's like unrelated, but it's really interesting. And then I just lived there and I didn't like it that much.
You didn't like Hawaii? Mm-mm. But the idea that this guy was running marathons, you liked.
I liked that. I guess he's inspiring, but it was just a random connection. I worked on this Airbnb all summer and I was so bored, but
was this like during college or summer or high school?
Yeah, I was 18 and it was the summer after college. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I Googled maid positions in Hawaii, found one, went and did it. Because I'd never been to Europe. That's a lie. But I, at that time, didn't know where to go. So I went to Hawaii.
So do you have an Ironman on the horizon that you would want to do?
I think that there's one in Georgia at the end of the year that I want to do. I just think it'd be cool.
So
but
it's like 2 miles of swimming. What's the breakdown?
Half marathon, definitely. Yeah. I think it's a little less than 2 miles of swimming.
It's not a full marathon?
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah.
It is. I'm thinking of a half Ironman. Yeah. It's a full I think I'm going to try to do a half Ironman this year. Okay. Maybe an Ironman next. Because a half Ironman sounds kind of easy. Half marathon.
Easy?
1.5 miles swimming. And then like 50 miles bike, I think, or half.
Are you talking about half marathon? I think, half
Ironman.
Half Ironman, I think, is, the probably 1 mile swimming, like 50 on the bike, and then like probably half marathon.
That doesn't seem that bad to me.
It seems a little tough, but.
Whenever people are like, I'm training for a half marathon, I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do the half marathon.
Just
you don't
get
need
it done.
Just do it. You don't need to train for it.
Yeah, interesting.
It's so annoying.
But doing a full one, I don't know.
A full one is hard. Really hard.
I recently, I guess like when I started getting really into running, like 4 years ago, I was infatuated by the long distance running. And I had a guy on my podcast who he won the Moab 240, which is 240 miles of running. So
That's crazy.
It takes like 4 days. And then I like got into all this research of 100-mile races, then like races through the woods called the Barkley Marathons, where you like had to look at a compass and figure out your way around the loop.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So some of these ultra marathon things I'm infatuated by. Just like, I think that's the most that you can push your body towards, like the full limit.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy. What do you do to work out?
I lift and run pretty much. Those are like my workouts. And then like I've been doing like sauna, cold plunge stuff, and then I'm a vegan, and then I don't really eat. And that's my secret.
You don't really eat?
Not really. I haven't eaten today.
That's actually crazy. I'd feel so sick. Really? Oh my God. I have to eat at all points, but I'm trying to eat healthier.
Well, I just find that my mind is clearer. I'm sharper if I don't eat until like,
because you're like shaking
done. Because like you have to lock in more, I feel like.
Because you're like a dog rewarding yourself after you're done.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you're insane.
Yeah. So that's what I do for my workout. I don't know if I can consider that like part of my workout, but like that's my routine for the most part.
That's crazy.
Coffee, seltzer. And then I went to the dentist. They're like, you're having too much coffee and seltzer. I was like, can I live?
That sucks.
I'm vegan too.
Yeah.
You know? What do I do?
Nothing.
No smoking. Nothing.
Yeah. Dang.
But yeah, that's what I do. What do you do?
Solidcore
or Theory.
I love Solidcore.
We talked about that.
I used to love Solidcore. I used to do it all the time, but it's really expensive. And I moved into a more expensive building that has a gym.
Okay.
So I made myself stop doing Solidcore, which kind of sucks. And then I'll randomly just do random classes. So I'll run. I like ran this weekend. And then I'll do random classes that offer me like free classes around the city. So I go to the Pack. And it's like berries, but boxing. Super fun. And then I'll do this one it's like a, not jazzercise, but you're dancing and there's rap music playing and you're like kind of bouncing around. Hip-hop and that's class. Fun. Yeah.
What was the Solidcore Drama?
I know. Do you want me to read?
Please.
So basically there was this gay man, and that's important, in Greenwich, Connecticut. And first of all, he wears meta glasses. That's the first red flag. People hate people who wear meta glasses. And he went to his Solidcore class after Thanksgiving or Christmas, and they forgot to cancel it. And so no one was there. But he used I'm pretty sure the bad parts of the story was he used the code that he knew / guessed. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a little bit on the Solidcore instructors. I'm going to be so honest. Then he went and did the class and then recorded it and posted it. And the girls texted him, like the girls who missed the class, who was teaching it.
Because the instructors weren't there. Nobody was there. It's just him.
Yeah. Was like, please delete that. It makes us look bad, blah, blah. And then he posted a follow-up video being like, no, I'm not going to delete it. They're trying to bully me out of deleting it. I think that they're both wrong. I think that, and I don't want to be too woke right now, but I honestly feel like if he wasn't like a white man, like he totally would have never gotten away with it. Like if there was a girl, the internet would have torn her to shreds just on her personality, or if it was like any other race, they totally would have been like called the cops, in my opinion.
Well, from what I know about that situation, which I thought that like he had gone in there, he just recorded the class, like there was an instructor there or whatever. But I don't understand why it became such a big story.
Because it was polarizing. And also, I will say the guy is super interesting. I follow him. I love that I found his page from it.
Oh, from it. Okay.
But people couldn't decide whether to be on his side or the girl's side, which I am like, I totally understand his side. Also, the video is doing well. Why would he delete it? At the end of the day, like, why does he have meta glasses?
Okay.
I will say the weird part is they texted him being like, sorry, we forgot to cancel it. If he had just shown up and knock on that text, I totally would have understood his side 1000%. But he was just kind of being a little bit of an asshole.
I think he should have deleted it. And I don't understand. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of in the middle about it, but like also I don't think it should have been such a big story.
I think he shouldn't have deleted it, but I think he should have said sorry or like whatever. Yeah. I did it. My bad. He really was coming to like attack the girls for asking him to delete it. I'm like, it makes sense
why he was being bullied and whatever, and he's like wearing meta glasses.
Makes sense, yeah. Why they would want him to delete it.
Yeah, it's crazy how these social media posts can become like such big stories. Have you ever heard of 5 Iron Golf or Top Golf? Actually, have you ever heard of this?
I love Top Golf. What?
With the big nettings, and then you like play games on it. Top Golf. Did you see this story the other day about how the net fell because it was frozen, and a guy tweeted, he was like, I really hope that they're going to have these nets up by next Thursday for my work party. Then Top Golf responded like, yes, Logan, we're working on it. And then like that tweet got a ton of likes. And then they started making all this TikTok. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. Made all this TikTok and Instagram and all the social media platforms content around like, we're getting ready for Logan's work party. And then like when it finally happened, his work party, they made like videos about it. Like, thanks so much for supporting, blah, blah, blah. Because Top Golf has had a tough time because they've opened so many places and they take up so much land. But yeah, I think it's just like social media, like jumping on to what's hot at that particular moment. Like Ashton Hall with his like 3 a.m. Workout routine. Like this guy would put his face in sparkling water, Saratoga, things like that.
But that's no harm, no foul. Solidcore was harm and foul, in my opinion. But that's why it got so viral.
Interesting. Right. Yeah. Like this just seems like it was just fun, I guess. Well, maybe it's good for Top Golf. I don't know how good it's going to be. Like, are people going to start going to Top Golf because of this great tweet or stuff like, or their social media managers get? Probably not. But yeah, people would potentially not go to Solidcore. Yeah. Because of that.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever thought about what you would do if you ever got canceled?
No.
Have. Do you know
what do you do?
Do you know Sophia LaCour?
No.
She's a New York girl.
I heard the name, yeah.
And she's cool. We actually have mutual friends, but I like her because when she was getting canceled, which in my opinion, she was totally in the wrong. You don't know anything about the situation?
Maybe not.
It is so old. So it's like probably not going to be interesting. But basically this one influencer and her boyfriend broke up. And then this girl DM'd her boyfriend, went on a date with him. And then she found out about it. Everyone found out about it. And it was like huge news. Whatever, but she totally leaned into being the villain and being canceled. And she's like, yeah, like I stole him or whatever, like all this stuff. And she just totally leaned in. And like, also she totally lied on all of her platforms and was like, I never DM'd him. Like, just I don't know if I ever get canceled, like I'm pulling a Sophia LaCour and
leaning in.
Yeah, I'm leaning in. I'm like, yeah, I did that.
Well, did the Solidcore people ever, like the people who were up and above, did they say anything about it or no? Just
Yeah, they made They made a statement to people.
What did they say?
Ooh, I can't remember. I think that they were on the side of their employees. They were like, I don't know.
You gotta kind of be in the middle on that, I guess.
Yeah, I think they were more in the middle, and they gave him like a half a month free. Like, of course.
It's not a buy 1 year, get one free kind of deal. I'll tell you that.
Do you know the Solidcore tattoo thing?
No.
Solidcore said one time, if you got a Solidcore tattoo, so of their logo, they would give you like 3 classes free. Something ridiculous.
So that just pays for the tattoo.
Yeah, literally.
That's
it was so bad, but really funny.
In the past, I've heard about like brands offering people money or free Subway for life if you get like a Subway tattoo on like your maybe not lower back.
Is that true?
Somewhere. I mean, I don't know anymore, but I think in the past, yeah, like maybe it's been like kind of a joke or a theme of a joke, but yeah, if you put a brand on you, you get paid.
I would 100% do the Subway one. 100%. If that was the deal,
Subway for life, you'd get a tattoo of the Subway logo.
Much worse tattoos.
I didn't know you even had any tattoos.
They're so small. One I'm getting removed actively.
What is it?
It's I hate it so much. I would never show it. It's a red. It's a red snake on the side of my body.
Oh my gosh, really?
It's so stupid.
Can you show us a picture of it here or no?
Literally, no. I won't even show you. No.
All right, we'll scourge the internet.
There are photos of it on the internet, but I won't.
A red snake tattoo. How old were you when you got that?
Drunk, 21.
Ooh.
So bad.
Right.
And I knew as I was getting it, I didn't want it. And I walked out, saw it, and was like, tattoo removal near me. It's so expensive to get removed too.
Is it?
It's like it's like $450, $600 every time.
And how many times do you need to go?
So I'd use this because it's red, of course. It's like the hardest tattoo to get removed. I hate myself so much for it.
I would think colors like that, red, blue,
yes,
green,
it's so
whatever.
annoying. So I go to my dermatologist rather than going to like a random laser away or anything like that, which is why it's more expensive. But they do multiple passes each time. I've only had one and it totally faded, and there's spots where you can not even see it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I just need to save up for those next few times.
How many? Wait, if you get a spray tan over it, doesn't affect it? It doesn't matter?
You can't see the tattoo as much. It's like getting a tattoo on darker skin or super light skin.
Uh-huh.
So I like how it looks with a spray tan, but how it looks pale is not good.
How many tattoos do you have?
1, 2, they're so small. 3, 4, 5.
And how many are you going to get removed?
I would be fine with all of them being gone, I'll be honest. But I'm probably only going to get the snake one. It's the only big one. All the other ones, like, you would not be able to see.
Did the other ones you get when you were drinking or no? Like drunk?
I'm trying to think. No. It's so small. Like, that's so small.
Oh, yeah. That's cute.
Nothing. It's cute. I don't even want to talk about them anymore.
You don't have to talk about it anymore. I was dating a girl who had like a heart on her butt, and like when I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah,
like
I can
that
see
one,
what you're
thinking
saying. Yeah, I don't really like. I just don't like them.
I get it.
Yeah.
The only tattoo I think I would ever get, and I think I'm past even thinking about it. I would get like a little tiny, like I would draw a smiley like that.
My friend has that.
But I don't think I'm.
The ankle tattoos I honestly love. Actually, 2 things. Every guy I have dated has had a butt tattoo.
Really?
So random.
How many guys have you dated?
3. 2 were in the same frat, had same.
They have the same tattoo?
Not the same tattoo, but same placement and everything. Very
Butt
funny.
Tattoos.
And then, I have a tattoo from Greece. I got it in Greece, and it's a wing. And I went first. I got mine. It's so bad you wouldn't even be able to tell what it is. But then all my friends that went after me, he like got better. Like my first one was practice, and then theirs were good.
Right.
Yeah.
It's his first time tattooing.
Yeah. Well, then we go up to check out, and they're like, "Who did your tattoo?" I'm like, "I don't know, that guy over there." She goes, "Oh, I don't know his name yet. He's new."
Stop.
I'm like, "God damn it!" Yeah.
That's funny.
So mad.
That's great. All right, Vivi. Well, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
We've got a show tonight. Looking forward to having you. And you have any last words before you get out of here?
Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Vivi Armacost. ViviArmacost.
And do you get pretty mad when people call you by by not your actual name.
Like Vivi?
Yeah.
Or Vivian?
You get mad when
Vivi?
people call you Vivi.
It just like, I don't understand it. What's that coming from? Like,
Yeah,
who says?
it kind of looks like Vivi.
But what name is? It's Vivian. Obviously, it's half a Vivian. Whose name is Vivi? Sorry, whose name is Vivi?
Fair enough.
Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, Vivi. See you soon.
Bye.
Peace. Wow.
fun.
We did it.
We did it.
Good stuff.
Wow, I like your these things.
Yes, thank you.